11-year-old's prank ends in felony charge. This has a 15 mil views in 3 months. This should be a banger, bro. Chad, I'm excited for this one.
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate.
Bro, her face is wild.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
Because you did something stupid.
What the fuck?
On July 26, 2023, dispatchers in Volusia County receive urgent 911 text from a driver who claims to be following an armed kidnapper's van on the interstate. When they trace...
Wait, did I just swear? Kill duty? Ryan after he got told not to steal the car. Did I swear? Okay, I'll beep it out. I'll beep it out.
the phone, however, they learn the messages are coming from a residence in Port Orange, turning a plea for help into an unexpected lesson in consequences.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
The following report is based on official police records.
Did I cut her up?
Has mostly never been seen in Risper's van on the interstate, and updates are still pouring in. Volusia County Deputy's van text from someone. It's just after police records, and
I'm not going to do this again.
the following report is based on official police records, and the footage has mostly never been seen before until now. It's just after 9:45 a.m. when 911 begins receiving texts from someone named Lily Lee Combs. She claims to be following the kidnapper's van on the interstate.
P. Diddy?
And updates are still pouring in. Volusia County deputies, multiple area police departments, and a helicopter join the urgent search. When they fail to locate the van, a deputy tries calling the phone number that's been sending the text messages.
Hello?
The Forex.com app.
Bro, criminal record at 11 is cooked.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Is this the... What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm trying to reach the person that called 911.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, shut up.
Please leave your message for 3.
No, it's going to voicemail.
I'm kind of confused right now.
Confirming they were in a blue Jeep. Victim is in a white van. They can see they were being restrained through the windows. At the turnaround?
A new text message comes through, including a detailed description of the suspect.
So is she lying to the police, basically? About somebody kidnapping somebody? So parked on the side of I-95. He's tied her up, couldn't advance, make, or...
Who's described as having brown hair and blue eyes.
How is she behind him? She's seeing this happen and she knows what color eyes he has. That's weird.
Yeah, this guy's kind of smart.
Brown hair and blue eyes, but she's behind him. Like, maybe she was like saw the incident or saw witnessed the kidnapping, or I mean. Like,
Wait, this guy's a cooker.
Be following them and know any of this. Yeah, RP confirming they were in a blue Jeep, victim in a white van. Of course, it's a white van. Like, it just. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this by any means.
Yeah, this guy's a cooker.
I've had calls like this before.
Their suspicions about the text messages are all but confirmed when a GPS trace on the phone comes back to a residence in Port Orange, indicating the texter is not traveling on the highway as they claim. Deputies quickly head to the residence to investigate.
Hi there, how you doing? Is this your residence, sir?
This is.
Do you have a daughter or a child at the home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No?
Anybody home?
Yeah, my wife, my kids. We just got home from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I have an Ava and a Mikey.
Ava and a Mikey?
Yep.
One Delta 512.
Would you like to see them?
The deputies follow him to his house, where he informs his wife what's going on.
Oh, this is a nice-ass house. What?
The 911 call?
Yeah, so somebody called in, or, well, they texted.
Sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Someone texted into 911 that someone was getting kidnapped and they were on the interstate.
Oh,
And then
okay.
They did like a location on the phone. The address was showing up here.
As their daughter Ava steps into the garage, her phone rings. The deputy answers it, leading to a shocking conclusion.
Hello?
So yeah, she lied. about someone kidnapping someone on the highway, basically.
Hold on. Who's this?
Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
All right, cool. This is Deputy Asby, the Sheriff's Office.
Oh, good. You got her.
Yep. All right.
They happy.
Oh, okay, is her dad home?
Yep.
They happy.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the sheriff to go away in a second.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What happened? I'm so.
Let me see this phone.
Yeah, so all these other numbers. So there's a phone call out to 911.
There's a phone call out to
Yep.
911? What time?
That's her
There's one
call.
right
That's
here.
her calling it.
There's 911 again right there.
This phone was
Bro,
called.
why would she just do this in her room alone? This makes no sense. She what?
Calling back in are no caller ID.
You did.
Well, there's 3 different times that 911 was called out from this phone.
9:30 a.m.
Yep.
That was the initial call.
What's the point, little guy?
No, I didn't mean to call that because I. But you did.
Reports show that the number belonging to Ava dialed 911 at 9:30.
1:30 a.m.
When asked where the emergency is, a female identified as possibly
dialed the wrong
juvenile
number.
responded, "I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number."
Okay.
The same phone number would later begin texting 911 to report the kidnapping.
When did. I'm just so confused. I'm sorry. When did you got a message about an interstate?
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car.
Could I call this
Who
back?
was kidnapped.
That's
Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the
Chick-fil-A.
interstate behind the car.
What time is this?
W Chick-fil-A.
This is this is today. This
Oh,
is
we
actively
got
going on
home
right
at
now.
2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So we were here the whole time since 2:30. We were on the interstate coming home from
everything's showing that
Pennsylvania.
Right.
you called out.
We showed up here like 2:10, 2:15
Okay.
And we went to bed.
But these 911 calls
for this
count.
morning. You were calling 911? You were. Don't look surprised. You did. You
Did
did
you?
it on your phone.
Did they say anything to you? No one said anything to you?
Bro, I'm kind of mad they got to blur
Just
around.
Ava, you have to explain what happened here. Something's going on. What did you know? What do you know?
Mikey, go inside. Ava, get your shoes on. Come out.
Ooh.
I didn't hit anything. Call me across the door. You're not in trouble.
Go
I
on
just
your
need to
iPad.
know what happened. I need to know and understand because this is like weird.
He
So
said
we
go
gotta
on your
make sure that There's
iPad.
not somebody that's being kidnapped on the interstate and we're trying to find them and all
Open
this.
your
Text message that she was still on I-95 with an armed kidnapper. The following text sent at 10:18. She admits being in bed.
mouth if you said something on the phone.
To someone else, probably.
I didn't say anything.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
While
Oh
one
my
deputy heads to her
God.
cruiser, she greets officers from the Port Orange Police Department.
But
who
I
had just
didn't
arrived at the
talk.
scene.
Oh,
Hey, guys,
my
how's it going?
God.
He's trying to make heads and tails of that damn call. There's so
Where's-
many notes in it, my God.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're with the parents and the daughter, and I guess
Okay.
the daughter did have. We pulled up the call log, and she did call 911.
So the whole armed kidnapping thing and all that stuff is bogus, or?
There was no text evidence when we looked through it, so I don't know if she deleted it real quick or if it's like through
Okay.
through an app. Yeah, it seems it's probably just a swatting thing. She's like 10 years old, so
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Bro, they said a swatting thing, bro? What? This is not a swatting, brother.
It's probably just a swatting thing. She's like 10 years old, so
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
While Ava's parents demand an explanation, deputies prepare to Mirandize the 11-year-old,
Damn!
who has yet to fully grasp the gravity of the situation.
You just lied to the police and mommy and daddy.
Yeah, we know how that works.
You have 3 sheriffs here for stupidity.
Damn, he's going off.
It's us.
Open your mouth. I'm telling you, open your mouth.
She's gonna read you something. And then we're gonna ask you
Damn,
some
so they're really
questions.
pressing her crazy.
Ava, how old are you, Ava?
All right, Miss Ava.
I'm 11,
You have the right
bitch.
to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have a lawyer present during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before my questioning if you wish.
We're reading her rights.
Because you did something stupid.
Right.
Let me explain something here, okay? You can cry about this. What you've done here is a felony.
Holy.
Okay. It's a felony crime, and you probably had 20 law enforcement officers at least, a helicopter, and all running with lights and siren on high speed to try to
Damn.
apprehend or try to stop a serious forcible felony from happening. Do you know what happens if one of those officers crashes and gets killed on the way to responding to something that you did as a joke? So you better take this serious.
Under pressure from both her father and the deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions, which doesn't sit well with the deputy.
No.
Ava, you need to tell the exact truth. I don't want a story. I don't care what it is. I want the exact truth.
You can't make this go away by being quiet. The only thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to end up in a pair of handcuffs going to our juvenile.
But she's 11, bro.
I'm not going to mince any words with you. That's a very distinct possibility of what can happen here today. Don't look at your mother. She didn't have any part in this. This was all you.
Yesterday, I beat my brother. Said something about my brother. Just made me pop in the head, and then I ended up doing it today and doing all this.
She blamed her brother.
Was he part of planning this with you?
No, he just said it, and I.
What did he say?
He said, "What's 911?"
This is your brother?
Yeah, he said it this way. What's 911?
Well, we can. When we're done, will you wait a minute?
And then I said, "No, we can't." And I have an idea this morning, and then I just.
So you're trying to blame this on your brother?
You could ask him.
Was he with you when you made?
He's 7.
No.
Okay, was he with you when you made these texts?
No.
Okay, then you did this. You were on your own for this. And if your brother's 7 years old, you're not going to blame your 7-year-old brother for this. This was all your decision. Okay.
Little guy's only 7 getting pressed.
911 to do what? What did he say to call 911?
Just call 911. You could ask him.
So can I ask?
What if he told you to go up on the roof and jump off?
Oh my God. Dude, they always use that excuse, jumping off a bridge or a cliff or some shit.
So what's the difference?
Deputies will soon discover the startling truth behind
Ooh,
Ava's fabricated
there's more to
story.
it?
For now, Ava's mother raises concerns about recent questionable activity on Ava's phone, but it does little to impact the situation.
So I have something really weird with that phone. When we first got that, the phone kept ringing non-stop, ringing in to me.
Bro, is she
And
a
I was
bot?
picking it
So
up, and
what?
it was like people talking and like I'm like hello, and like non-stop. Like I mean, every 4 seconds there was a call coming in with random numbers, and I didn't know them. And I was saying block contact. Like as soon as we got that phone number.
Okay,
Everyone's
well,
like this.
that has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
that guy got shit. You're a bot,
Questions
bro.
about her intentions lead to a harsh reality check from the deputy, who forces Ava to consider the possible consequences of the false report.
What were you planning on happening out of this? Well, what did you think was going to happen when you said somebody was kidnapped and somebody had a gun? What did you think was going to happen? Well, did you have any thoughts about how much of the law enforcement resources in this area you were going to take up by doing that? I probably never thought of that, right? Did you think of the men and women that have families at home that are driving 90 or 100 miles an hour with their lights and siren on, trying to save somebody who's a victim of an armed kidnapping?
Holy, this guy's going off.
In a traffic crash and be seriously injured or killed because you wanted to make a joke? Does that seem funny to you? Would that be funny if that happened? Because I can tell you that would be even more serious than what you're looking at right now.
You physically see your father walk up to sheriffs, military, everybody, thank you for your service. And then you do like this?
Though it wasn't captured on camera, reports state that Ava admitted to getting the idea to prank 911 from a YouTube challenge.
A YouTube challenge? Bro, what?
And a deputy attempts to get more details.
No way.
This video that you saw, where was it? On YouTube? Do you remember who the creator was or who the poster was, what it was about? What do you mean by all of this?
Bro, ooh. Dressed to impress.
And what? So it was a video about the Palm Coast Chick-fil-A. That's it. That's all the video was about?
Bro, Levin's low-key a young bull, though.
So, yep. So you saw a video that somebody made about how fun it would be.
You don't buy
to
it?
call 911 or text 911 and say somebody's got a gun, somebody's trying to get hurt.
Bro, what
You
video
thought
is
it'd
gonna
be
say
fun
this
to
shit, bro?
recreate that. Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Okay.
However, Ava is about to realize an apology won't be enough to escape the
No
consequences.
way she gets a felony charge.
Meanwhile, one deputy reveals that he was able to reach Ava by phone just before their arrival and got a less than friendly response from the young girl.
27 minutes, she lied to the dispatcher or the call taker over text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding.
Oh, she's cooked. Nah, she's cooked.
Cut her up?
She's cooked. She told him to F off? Oh, nah.
Like, got her caught up. Like, hey, you know what's up? The jig's up.
That's when she started deleting more text messages.
Mm-hmm.
Based on Ava's statements, deputies decide there's enough probable cause to arrest Ava and prepare to take the 11-year-old into custody.
Here, Amanda. Here, stop. Hey.
Yo!
He can't sit in a dentist's office, so that's why I'm saying.
So what, little guy?
Deep breath.
Listen carefully. Don't make this.
You can talk to me.
Nope. She'll be out there.
She is going to hurt herself right now.
She's not going to. Don't prevent her.
Bro, tell her to fucking chill.
So stop. Listen to me. What's your Ava? Ava, stop struggling, okay? They're not going to hurt you.
Unless you're like,
Yeah, they're not going to hurt you.
Tell her to
Listen
chill.
carefully what's going to happen here. No one's going to hurt you. You're going to sit in the car for now.
Is she going to juvie, bro? No way she was a juvenile at 11, right? There's no chance.
Okay? If you go somewhere, what it's going to involve is taking pictures, taking fingerprints, and then they're going to call your parents to come and get you. So don't make the situation any worse. They'll be up shortly after that.
Go in the car?
No, you can't go in the car.
You can cuff me if you have to.
Bro, let her go in the car, bro. You're a grown-ass
I'm
man.
telling you this right now. You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not gonna do this again.
Ava is placed into the back of the police car, where her father delivers a few hard truths.
Oh, we about to rip her up.
Warning you, you're not going to sit for a couple hours. They're going to be bringing you into a building, fingerprinting you, doing all sorts of stupid for your stupid.
Damn, she gets her fingerprints now because she's only 11.
Life just changed.
No
Minutes
way.
later, the reality of the situation continues to have an emotional impact on her parents.
This is the best punishment for her right now. Stop stressing. This is the best thing for her because she doesn't get it.
It sucks for us. I work my off with you to keep this kid doing stuff normal like we did as kids, and this is the she does.
According to a statement from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, 11-year-old Ava was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911, a misdemeanor. After being processed at the Family Resource Center, she was later transferred to the Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, an experience she is unlikely to forget.
Yeah, but I mean, so what? She just, like, obviously she's not going to juvie, but, like, she's got a record now. Check, can you get that shit taken off your record? Like later on? Like 5 or 7 years later, can't you be like, yo, I did some stupid stuff when I was 11? Like, they'll easily take that off your record, no?